MLB The Show's coverage. Dallas Keuchel will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
And how about this? Extra bases on the first pitch of the afternoon. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Batting third. The second base.
So a runner on second with one down now. And Whit Merrifield will dig in at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. Runner goes for third. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score, and the Royals are off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. Able to.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. A ball that's carrying. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down. And Danny Duffy gets the ball for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took Game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into Game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Merrifield scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Royals 1 and the White Sox nothing. Back on the south side, 2nd inning coming up, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing with a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but
there's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder looking up, and it's gone.
you don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
On the run is Jimenez. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
So one away here with the bases empty. And that brings up outfielder Brett Phillips. Pulled toward right center field. Garcia will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Digging in now, Adalberto Mondesi. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Hit high and deep to right center. Mazara's on the move. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Alec.
Man, this guy is a blur on the base pass, Danny.
He was really motivated.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Wow, that's up onto the patio.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
And that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate.
Now batting, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler. Line drive to center field. Reach as he makes the catch, and he took a header along with it, but he saved it. So striding in, Eloy Jimenez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Well, you don't need us to tell you. It's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Eloy Jimenez becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Misses, ball 2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Jose Abreu becomes out number 2 this inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop, Mondesi. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Welcome back to the south side as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Hunter.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single. Throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2. Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Franco. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Ryan O'Hearn is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So a good. And here's the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. 1 out here in the Chi Sox third. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Danny Mendick. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Phillips is on the move, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And all set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brett Phillips.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Ready to take his hacks again, Alex Gordon, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Jimenez. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in, Leury Garcia back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yohan Moncada. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Whit Merrifield next to bat. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mendick takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Hunter Dozier. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. No balls and 1 strike. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Hit hard up the middle. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in for a 2nd time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And he takes a called strike 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and up next, the former World Series hero Salvador Perez. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. The Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it, and that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the 2nd run of the inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, digging for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Wow, you'd think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 9-0.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in
a tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And he misses there. 1-2.
1-2.
Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2.
No.
Mazara swings, and this is sent to deep right. Soler going back, still ranging back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now here it comes. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Striding into the box, Leury Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
1 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Up next for the White Sox.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. A ball and 2 strikes now. grounder down the line at third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Sox get one right back here on the seventh inning, ready to roll, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Jorge Soler. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler. First home run of the campaign for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Hunter Dozier digging in now. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And he's safe.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents to say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what separates you. Those are the special moments.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the veteran DH, Maikel Franco. High in the air out to center field. Garcia is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Royals tack on. And the next. The bat will be Tim Anderson. One for 2. He grounded. Out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Anderson Miller is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eloy Jimenez. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No. Playing 11.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So here's Jose Abreu. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect the hitter to be sitting off speed.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Duffy sets. Here's the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Oh.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in the long ball threat, Ryan O'Hearn.
Number 66.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Brett.
Jay Spry enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Brett Phillips will bat next. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Digging in now for Kansas City, Adalberto Mondesi. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Grounded back up the middle, reined in, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Anderson Miller, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Lifted the other way to left center. Waiting on it is Jimenez. And that's the 3rd out. Edwin Encarnacion now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Edwin Encarnacion becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Yasmani Grandal stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Left side. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Nomar Mazara comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail by double digits. Now at the plate, Whit Merrifield for his career in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Mazara looks up into the bullpen and gone. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Jimenez. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 36.
Stepping into the box, Cam Gallagher, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Check swing called strike 0-1.
No ball.
2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Digging in, Danny Mendick starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as you'll take a look at strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
In there, a base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So here's Yoan Moncada. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Miller is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And this throw gets away from him.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop.
White Sox down to their final out. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The White Sox down to their last strike. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Garcia at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 12-1 at the end of this one.